Hey, what's up everyone? Back for a FanDuel video for this Thursday slate. Let's get right into it. Just a 6-game slate, but it is looking pretty good. We have some good teams to stack. We have some top pitchers, so it's not the worst slate. Starting off at pitcher on FanDuel, there's two guys I'm considering, and those two are Berrios and Suarez. Berrios is a fine option if you're paying up, want to get some safety. He hasn't been great with the strikeouts this season, but this matchup is really good against the White Sox team who strikes out a bunch against righties, and the lineup is very ugly. At 9,300, Berrios has had some big games this season, but he's also had some underwhelming games, so it's kind of, you might get a mixed bag out of him, but if I had to guess, I would say that this would be one of his stronger games just because the matchup is great. So I think he's fine if you want to pay up. If you want to get in some bats, I don't mind going with Suarez here, facing the Orioles. Orioles get a big park downgrade. Suarez is getting called back up. He had gone over 90 pitches in a few of his starts that he made, and he was close to getting the quality start in a couple of them, which is pretty big on FanDuel. You get 4 points for a quality start, and then you get 6 points for a win. If he can go 5 innings, I think there's a great chance he can get the win just because I expect the Angels to completely go off in this game. So I'm going to lock him in there at pitcher 62. Like I said, I think I'm going with him or Berrios. Right now I have him in there. At third base, I really love Matt Chapman today. 3,400 on FanDuel is a really nice bargain. Hopefully the recent box scores keep some other people away, but this matchup is great. If you look at here on Plate IQ, facing Guardo, he throws his sinker 55% of the time to righties. And Chapman absolutely mashes that pitch. Has a 312 ISO against the sinker, which is the highest on the team. He has a 44% hard hit rate and just a ton of power for Chapman. So I really like the fact that he really hits that pitch well. And then if you want to look at Fangraphs here, pull up his Fangraphs data. Just a lot of power for Chapman. Even at home, he's been fine with the power. And Guardo is not a strikeout pitcher, so he's going to be pitching to contact. So this season, Chapman has been great against righties. 14 home runs, has a 279 average. He's been mashing the ball in the Coliseum. 15 home runs at home. That is huge. 15 home runs and a 326 average for Chapman at home. He has a 239 ISO against righties, under a 20% K rate. 37% hard fly ball rate, and over a 44% hard hit rate. Love the discount on Chapman. As shortstop, going back to Lindor, just feel like he's the best shortstop play of the day. Like him on DraftKings, like him on FanDuel too. Just 4,100 leading off, just gets a really great matchup on the road, so you get those ninth inning at-bats, which could mean the difference between 5 at-bats and 6 at-bats for Lindor. I feel like they're going to go off against Montgomery. He just doesn't strike people out, gives up a lot of contact, gives up hits, gives up hard hits. And if Lindor gets on, there's a great chance he's going to steal because whether it's a lefty on the mound or a righty, Lindor takes off. So I love him at shortstop at 4,100. In the outfield, I'm going to be going with Shohei Ohtani. 3,800 for Ohtani. Price tag is fine for him. He had a couple of days off just because the Angels were playing in a National League ballpark, so they don't get the DH, and Ohtani doesn't play the outfield. But the matchup is great here. They're going to be facing Jimmy Yacobonis. Yacobonis, 5.28 xFIP, 18% strikeout rate. Getting mashed by lefties, 348 ISO, 15% K rate to lefties. The main pitch that he throws, 62%, is the sinker. And as you can see, Ohtani mashes that pitch, 697, CX WOBA, 587 ISO, 63% hard hit rate. Don't overthink it. Ohtani seems like a smash spot today, facing a very bad pitcher. Nobody else is even close to the numbers Ohtani is on that pitch. He's doubled Trout's ISO, more than doubled Trout's ISO. The events aren't really huge on 48 events, but the numbers speak for themselves for Ohtani against sinkers, and he's not even expensive at 38. And then I love Ramon Laureano. 4,100 for Laureano. The A's are pretty cheap on FanDuel, so I really like him. On DraftKings, Laureano is like 4,900, I believe. A little pricey. But 3,100 on DraftKings is I mean, on FanDuel was really cheap for Laureano. Just a lot of power with him. Look at his numbers too. He also has some speed as well, and Eduardo. And we know the Texas catchers are also very bad at throwing runners out, so you can take off if the opportunity presents itself. Against righties, he has 16 home runs and a 281 average. At home, he has 12 of his 20 home runs, so he still has the power to hit it out in the Coliseum. 241 ISO for Laureano and a 522 slugging. I love him here. 40% fly ball rate and a 37% hard hit rate. He's been really hot and has that huge upside that he can put up like 25 to 35 draft FanDuel points and really be an incredible value at 3,100. So we still have 3,600 left to fill it out. But that's what I like. If you want to go up at pitcher to like Barrios, you can still kind of make it work if you go cheap at the other positions. But that's what I'm looking at. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Drop a like if you enjoyed, and